Franklin D. Roosevelt once said, "Real estate cannot be lost or stolen, nor can it be carried away. Purchased with common sense, paid for in full, and managed with reasonable care, it's about the safest investment in the world." And real estate is what we do. This is the Realtors Radio Network. There's no sense in overcomplicating real estate. And if you're a first-time home buyer, an investor, or a real estate agent, you're about to get useful, practical, and smart advice on every facet of real estate. Welcome to the Realtors Radio Network. Now your hosts, Santos Garcia, Marcos Suarez, and Dawn McCullough.
Welcome to Realtors Radio Network. Today we have Olga Rodriguez, a very special guest. But before we get started, I'll introduce, I don't like to say the usual suspects, but we are the usual suspects. We have Dawn McCullough, Santos Garcia.
Como todos los días.
Aquí como todos los tres patines. And myself, Marcos Suarez. And today we have Olga. Olga, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for the invite.
The pleasure's ours. We've been wanting to have a chat with you so we can, so mainly so that we know you, but we want the audience to get to know you.
Sure.
We want your future buyers and sellers to come and get
Please.
to know you. So we like, let's start like we usually start, which is, what did you do before real estate?
So before real estate, I used to work for 19 years. I don't want to say the name of the company.
Okay.
It was a very famous shoe store.
Okay.
They were everywhere, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So I was there for 19 years. I ran from 6 to 12 stores at times. So
Wow.
managed them.
I
That
never
kept
knew
you busy.
that.
Yeah, from
Okay.
New York and New Jersey. That was my district, those
Wow.
two.
Okay.
Sounds like fun.
I didn't know
yes.
you were a shoe lover.
Sounds like a pain in the foot.
Yes,
Pain
yes.
in
I
the
was not
foot.
a shoe lover when I first started that job, but after, a while, it grows on you,
I bet.
How's
Yeah.
your shoe collection?
That's another podcast. Most definitely.
Imelda Marcos comes to mind. I don't know if you know who that was, but look her up. Imelda Marcos. Wait, do you guys know who she is? Maybe
No.
I'm dating myself. She was the wife of the president of the Philippines. She had like over 5,000 pairs of shoes at one point, and that was what they I think they stopped counting at 5,000 pairs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So is that
It's
your?
very close.
Oh my
wow.
goodness.
It's bad. Every time I go to another country, that's the first thing I go for. I need to buy a shoe from this
Oh, my
country. It's
goodness.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
We need to do another episode just to talk about the
Right,
shoes.
right.
Yeah.
Might have to do a show and tell. Just fill up the table with a bunch of
Yeah.
your shoes.
Yeah, that is true. That is
The
true.
do you have any crazy stories in real estate?
Yes, a lot of crazy stories, but one that resonate with me is one time I went to see a rental by where I live, and when I went to get the keys, the lock was open, so I called the listing agent, and she told me, "Oh, probably you overlapping with somebody else, so they're probably upstairs." So she said, "You could just go upstairs and start showing." So I knock on the door, nobody answered. So I turned the knob, and it was open. I was like, "Okay, somebody's already over here." So I started to showing the residential, the rental, and when I went to knock on one door, it was the bedroom. This guy jumped on my face
Wow.
Oh my
with
God.
only undies.
Oh.
And I was like, he was like, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Wait a minute, what are you doing here?" And it was very funny because it was already rented.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and when I called the listing agent, she ghosted me.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Yes, because
Wow.
I spoke to the listing agent. She gave me access, and then it was they were there. I said, "How long you been here?" "A week." I'm like, "Oh, my God."
goodness.
Interesting.
Maybe
Yes.
maybe the agent had a senior moment and forgot that she listed
I'm
it.
like, maybe she had too many listings.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like, and he was upset. He was
I'm
like,
sure.
No, I'm
I
sure.
want to see your ID. Can I have a picture of your ID? What kind of realtor are you? I was like, sir, I have access. I could show you. It's,
Yeah, you
thank
had
God I
permission.
knocked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what he was doing in there.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Wow.
How long have you been in real estate?
I've been in real estate for 4 years.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you already have a crazy story.
Oh yeah, I had I had another one where I went to see a house with my clients, and we went to the basement, and in the basement it was so creepy. When we first got there, it was very dark. The ceiling was very low. I was like, maybe we shouldn't come down here. And when I looked on the wall, we went down last step. When I looked on the wall, it was like kids' hands all over. I'm like, this is very creepy. Why would you keep kids down here? And there was no exit door down there. I was like, okay. And even my clients were like, nope, we're not getting this house. We need to go.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Wow.
a little strange.
Yeah.
She got some interesting stories there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested in how you got into real estate. So you used to do this funds a job with the shoes for
Yes.
19 years. So
Yes.
what makes you go from shoes to real estate?
So that company went out. After 19 years, they went out. And that's another podcast, guys. And then COVID hit. So I had to stay home. So I was like, what am I going to do with my time? I don't want to go back to retail. I could do other things because I speak 4 languages.
Okay.
So I was like,
Wow.
I never had a chance because I'm a single mom. So I had to do that because that was a secure job. But I was like, I want to do something else. And, come to see, I was online one time and I got into this. I started taking the tests and I passed it. I was like, I'm doing this because I like to be outside, be with the public. I'm a people person, so.
Good.
I love it. So you got a whole collection of shoes from that work. Now
Yeah.
you're working on your collection of properties.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Already started.
Awesome.
Nice.
How many properties you got so far?
I am going to be a neighbor in the
That's right.
Dominican Republic.
She's buying another unit over there. Yeah.
Look at that, an international ambassador.
That's
I
right.
like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do
We're-
have to ask what other languages you speak because I didn't know this.
I speak French.
Ooh.
I speak
Ooh
Creole,
la la.
Oh,
English,
wow.
and Spanish, and a
Nice.
little bit of Portuguese.
Nice.
So I'm gonna take you with me when I travel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pay me the ticket, I'm there.
All
I
right.
love it. I love it.
Olga and I are starting our United building in DR.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be neighbors in the same building in DR. But
Yeah.
Nice.
we're gonna try and get other United agents to come live down there with us.
Yes.
Let's
It
do
could
it.
It could be a united building. That's
right.
it.
That's right.
It'll be fun, guys.
That's right.
United
we all
people stay
retire over
united.
there.
That's right. We stay united.
I love that name. That's one thing that
There's
That-
something to it, right?
yeah, there's something to it.
Hmm.
I love that.
United.
Yeah.
We always like to ask, what kind of advice would you give a brand new agent? Somebody starting out today, they're just starting off. What would you tell them? What would be some advice that you would give them?
One of the advice that I would give is just don't lose the focus on the price. You got, you passed the test. It's, you have to be very dedicated to pass the test. You got here. Do not lose the focus on the price. You could do it. If you put your mind to it, you could do it. You just, like anything else, you have to dedicate time to see the product, the end product.
Yeah. It's like they say, right? Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the goal of this is why I got started, or this is why, keep that goal in mind.
Yeah,
Don't give up.
definitely.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah.
No matter what people tell you.
Yeah.
I do have to ask, what advice do you wish, or what's something you wish you knew before getting into real estate?
When I got into real estate, I was like, I've been doing this for 19 years. This is going to be a breeze.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a people person. I couldn't convince because in the company that I was number one out of 3,550 stores.
Wow.
I was
Oh, wow.
number one
Wow.
in sales.
That's
so
great.
Yeah.
I have the power to convince people to buy stuff. I'm saying.
It's good logic because if you convince people to buy shoes, and I'm not saying shoes are not important, but there are shoes. Now a home, you need one. You're
Yeah.
always gonna need a.
Right.
So it's like I see the logic there. So how's that working?
I think people need to see that you're honest with them. You can't lie to people. You have to be on their side. You have to be loyal and
Right.
speak the truth. No matter what happens, people want to feel that you're on their side 100%, no matter what happens.
Absolutely.
And that's where it all starts.
And I think just knowing, I mean, I teach this a lot in my classes. We're here to serve people, right, in their needs to buy or sell or rent real estate. But as long as you do the right thing by them, when you do the right thing by them, life will be good to you.
Absolutely. Also, I think you have to be a good listener because when you listen, then you could see what exactly, if it's a purchase, what exactly they want to buy, and you don't have to take them around to places where they get discouraged. They don't want to do this anymore because we already sold 10 houses. And, it's becoming like a task.
Sure,
Right.
it's not that fun after a while for
Yeah.
Yeah.
them mostly.
True.
Yes. So you have to, go through the process with them so they know exactly what to expect. Listen to their needs and meet their needs.
Sure.
Yeah, that part is very important because you have to listen to what they want, and sometimes they are telling you something, but what they say they want, it has nothing to do with what they're really telling you that they want. So with your expertise, you're gonna be like, okay, so maybe this is not the budget, but this is not the property, or this is not the way to go about this deal, right? So you have to really pay attention to their what their needs are, and then educate them and show them, hey,
Correct.
maybe this is not what you really want. How about this?
Yes. Because you're the expert. At the end of the day, they should follow your lead. So you have to make sure that they understand that you are a leader in this industry.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be telling them where to go left and right, and there's always going to be some issues, but you're going to be there to hold their hands through the process and reach the end goal, which is getting the house they need or they want, or, the sale, whatever their needs are.
Absolutely.
Well said. Yeah, a lot of people, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, you don't know what to expect. So you need a little hand-holding. And a lot of them think, oh, now that, we got this offer accepted, I'm never going to hear from you again.
Yes.
That's what they think. So it's up to you to set the expectation of, no, I'm going to be here every step of the way. I'm going to help you get right to the end. And at the end, that will be the end of that process, but I'll still be here to help you.
Yep.
And as long as they understand that, you're going to be a lifelong friend.
Yes.
I'm not just here for this particular part.
Correct.
It's important that people know that. I'm going to hold your hand throughout the whole process. So it's good to hear you say that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing that I got from my other job. I was there at times, and I wanted to ensure whoever I encountered, I was able to take them through the whole process. Like, I will not start, focusing on the customer and delegate it to somebody else, because I don't think that is professional. I think you start it, you need to finish it and make it right.
Right.
How about, well, I'll let you guys answer, but I have a few questions, but I let you guys
Go ahead,
chime in.
Marcos.
I don't want you guys to feel left out.
No, it's okay.
No.
It's okay. Go ahead.
All right. How about, something that, particular advice that you would give to the buyer themselves? You're helping them, but is there anything that you usually start off that conversation with, any kind of advice that you give them?
Well, one thing that I always tell the buyers, you have to understand that this is a whole process, and you have to trust me. There's a reason why we are together here. Nothing happens out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why I am in your life today, and I'm here to help you get what you need. But you have to trust the process, and like I said before, it's a journey, and I'll be right next to you whenever whatever happens. I'm there to talk to the lawyers, to advocate for them, to talk to the realtor, or to make things right.
So it's not like HGTV?
Unfortunately not. It's not as smooth as there's always a bump on the road and they never expect it. But you always have to tell them, even if it's going smooth and nothing happened, but, if something ever happened, I am right here. I'll make it right.
Nice.
Sure.
What areas do you service? Is there a county that you prefer, or it's town?
I love Bergen County.
Mm.
Yes. Also, Hudson is very good in terms of prospect because of the price point
Sure.
for the houses.
Sure.
And the proximity to New York City.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes it very interesting for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's a very fast path, very fast. So I like that because that's the industry that I came
And depending on the actual town in Hudson, you can see the city. You can see,
Yeah.
from. Oh yeah,
depending on where you are, you can see the city nicely.
yeah. Whole Boulevard East, that's very,
Yeah.
it's luxury.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
beautiful. Yeah.
I agree.
Luxury.
The we always like to ask realtors for a favorite app or favorite any particular application out there that you like to use on your phone. Any apps that you like? It's like, oh, I really use this one all the time.
Technology that is making your life easier.
Yeah.
I have a few. So I
Yeah?
have ChatGPT.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a must
All right.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Right.
TikTok.
I like to put things out there so people, because a lot of people interact with TikTok, and
Sure.
I think that's a great way to put yourself out there so people will get to know you more. Especially people, I don't know how the algorithm work with TikTok, but I feel like when you interact with people in meetings, they pop on the people that you could add. I don't know how
Yeah.
it works,
The
but
feed. Yeah.
yeah, but I add them, and they could see what I have, and since I follow my peers, they could
Nice.
also follow you guys.
Yeah.
That's great.
And we help each other.
You're one of those realtors that be dancing in front of the listings.
Uh,
Just listed.
The dancing realtor?
No.
You don't do that. Just listed.
No. I'm a little private on that, and I feel like a lot of my clients are as well. So I try to put things related to our country, places that I've been, to stay relative. But a lot of my clients are very private, and they're like, we don't want to be in
TikTok.
TikTok
I get that.
or Instagram or
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
yeah.
Any other apps besides TikTok and ChatGPT?
Are you a Canva girl? Do you use Canva?
No.
Oh, I love that. That's
know.
for me. That's on the same level as ChatGPT.
Powerful tool. Yes.
Yes.
I know.
Can't live without it.
I
We gotta
already
get you- we gotta get you
yes,
into it.
Absolutely, I'm gonna need your help.
And
for
obviously Instagram. You use
that.
Instagram.
Instagram, yes,
Yeah.
yes, and I have a personal in all those accounts. I have a personal and a work to make sure I keep everything separate.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. And now, I was going to mention earlier that you got your brother into real estate.
Yes.
Do you have anything that you feel like, since it hasn't been that long since you got started, so you remember what it was like for you to get started. Is there anything that you're teaching him as a new realtor?
Yes. So, like I said before, just for all realtors that start, it's, you have to put the time. I know it's hard at the beginning because if you have another job, it's tough to let that job go, which is security. But you have to make a plan to be here 100% because this is a very good industry and it supports you. At the end of the day, a lot of people do it, and I'm sure he could do it as well.
Right.
He has all the. I tell him all the time, you have everything. God, give you. You're very tall. You're very expressive.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's a very good-looking guy.
You hear that, Suli? We're
He
talking
came
about
from
it.
me.
And he definitely, as somebody who's personally mentoring him, he has it in him. He has
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has that motivation.
He has a
that
great
personality.
personality. Yeah.
Yes.
Good with people.
Jinx.
Jinx. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
great.
is.
I believe that. I think, he has to situate everything in the life to make
Sure.
sure this has to be his number one priority for like a whole year.
Yeah.
Sure.
No.
Yep.
And it's a little hard for him because he's a great father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to give him that.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it's always a challenge in any industry, right? You get into any job that you're going to get into, or any career that you deviate from what you've been doing to do this new thing. You have to put some time into it, so that until because it takes, what do they say, 10,000 hours to become an expert at anything. So you have to start somewhere, right?
Yes.
And start putting into that 10,000 hour, chipping away at that time, right? That time that you're putting into it, studying your craft, working on that particular, am I good at this? Figuring out what your strengths are. Oh, I'm a good, listing agent. I'm a good buyer's agent. I'm great at open houses. I'm great. You have to start figuring that out, and then go, okay, let me focus a little bit more on this. Don't disregard everything else, but maybe focus on getting stronger in one thing or another, and eventually you'll find that little part
Your
that
niche.
makes you. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
And I believe that. I tell him all the time, I'm like, if I could do it, I'm your older sister. If I could do it at my age, you could do it. You have all the possibility. It's a new world. And I said, and you have me.
Yeah.
I'm your support.
Yeah.
At your age, she's 30 years old, and she's like,
I'm 25. What are you talking about?
Oh, 25.
Shame
on you.
You just added 5
I
years
thought you
on.
were
Oh, that
saying-
was
5 years,
the
come on,
camera.
Marcos.
The camera
Sorry.
added,
'Cause he
the
said he
camera
was
added
25.
5 years.
Yes.
Suli's 25. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I mean, get yourself a good lawyer. You're going to need it.
That's great. That's
Love it.
great.
I tell you.
We'd like to ask quick fire questions, as it were. Whatever comes to your mind very quickly. Do you prefer food in a restaurant or in your car?
It depends on the
Lunch.
company.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
company. Okay.
It depends on the company.
I know.
Nice.
All right. All right.
Sometimes, if it's another realtor, let's do the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
We on the go.
Well, we perfect
Yeah.
eating in the car.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
no
I
one
have
can do it
everything.
better than a realtor.
I have everything.
Yeah.
I have everything in my car. Believe me.
Yep. Yeah.
It's like a walking home.
Are you Starbucks or Dunkin'?
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Okay.
That's like
Yeah.
And
Favorite to go food?
Yes.
To go,
or go to like what's your favorite go to?
Yeah.
Italian.
I say to go is just like when you're in a car. For example,
Yeah, it has to
me,
be
I'm the
Oh.
burrito master, right? Like
Oh.
burrito is the way to go.
I
for me.
can't do it.
In a car? I can't do
I
it.
can't
No?
do
No,
it.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
If you have them wrapped properly.
Yeah.
It's too stuffed. It's too stuffed.
I gotta teach you.
can't.
I'm gonna teach you. It's a skill. It's just
a skill.
it takes time to
I like
master
some
that.
some empanadas, some pastelitos.
Empanadas too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are quick and
Yeah,
you
the
know,
Colombian empanada.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah.
With
Those
a
are
nice orange juice.
if you
fresh
have a couple of
squeeze.
showings and you need to eat,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like,
Yep. That's it.
Not just the Colombia.
A little plug for them.
Yep.
I mean,
That's
not a
right.
sponsor, but
Right.
not
it's
a
an opportunity
sponsor.
for them there.
There you go.
That's it.
There's
What-
always hope.
What's your
That's it.
favorite vacation spot?
Well, I have a few. I love to travel, just like my friend over here.
So tell us 2 or 3.
Okay, I love Italy. I went to Italy. I loved it.
What part?
I love Rome. It's
okay.
it's so there's so much history there that it's like never ending.
Right.
Everywhere you turn is like, oh my God, what is this? What is that?
Right.
I was with Europeans. They're very laid back, and that's something I loved about them because they're not in a rush like us American.
Right.
We like in a rush to go where? We all gonna die, guys.
Yeah.
You know, same path.
Well,
Yeah.
I got to ask you something. I
Yes.
know you bought some good shoes in Italy.
That's supposed to be a secret.
Like Gucci,
My-
Ferragamo.
Oh,
and,
my
if you,
God.
and if you didn't, that would be a sin.
No,
honestly.
I did, and
Yeah.
it was my luggage was overweight. The lady was like, "Miss, you need to take a few more things out."
Oh my goodness.
Well, how many pairs of shoes can you wear at once?
One. I know.
Could
Only
you put
2
any?
feet.
Can you put them on your hands?
No, it's this. You know, I need therapy. What can I tell you? I'm open for that.
Shoe
Okay.
She needs shoe therapy.
I'm serious. Anybody? Please. I'm taking.
That's funny.
That's
The
not.
list.
That's listen. There are worse habits to have, so I don't think that's even such
That's
a bad
true.
I know.
habit.
I don't know
True
why.
that.
When
So
you
it's-
said you need therapy, that reminded me of a little joke that I saw on the internet where somebody like this is like a financial advisor telling a client, "Oh yeah, you don't need an extra income. You just need to manage your expenses." And he said, "No, I don't need to manage my expenses. I need to afford my expenses. So I need a lot."
Yeah. Oh man.
Will
that's
work for
funny.
shoes.
So
Yes,
you just need to
yes.
sell a couple of more listings and
And
just
I'll
keep
be
buying
fine.
shoes. That's
Yes.
it.
Where else on vacation?
I also went to Portugal. I love Portugal as well, but it's very laid back. It's very affordable if you want to retire over there. And this is went to investigate the real estate over there. You don't need a license to sell
Right.
over there.
Yeah.
So that's a write-off.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
If you went to, well, I'm not giving tax advice. I just want
Right.
to have a disclaimer
Yes.
on that. But it sounds like it could be a write-off.
right.
Yeah.
And right now Portugal is exploding.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I've heard.
buying over there.
Yep.
I love it because everything is. I mean, you could eat for like $15 with wine
Nice.
on a
Oh,
nice
wow.
restaurant.
Okay.
I'm like, my God.
Yeah. That sounds like a place to visit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How about favorite town in New Jersey? Could be anywhere, even if you don't sell there, but your favorite town.
Woodcliff, Westwood.
Yeah.
I love those towns over
So
there.
you are a
It's-
Bergen girl. Yeah.
Yes.
Bergen.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I love it over there. It's very
It's
quiet.
nice. Yep. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And
Fav-
since I had to go and drive all over, so I know
They have
I
good
know
sho-
those
Wait a
towns
minute.
before.
Hold on a second. They have good shoe stores over there.
Yeah,
That's the shoe
my
store.
goodness.
after the podcast, okay?
We're going to talk about shoes after the podcast.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
This
Just kidding.
this was a podcast about Olga, but now it's turned into shoes.
Into shoes. She's a shoe
Shoe
expert.
lover.
That's right.
If you guys want to know more about shoes, you can follow her on her Instagram.
Yeah.
That's right.
She'll give it to you later.
That's
And
right.
we could do another episode just to talk about shoes.
Yeah,
Oh my
you could
God.
follow her on For the Shoe Lover and You. That's it.
What's your Instagram handle?
Yes.
Oh my God. My Instagram is I believe it's Olga Rodriguez Realtor.
Nice. Okay. So it's not For the Shoe Lover? and
No,
You?
no. I erased that
Right.
and replaced
changed
it
it?
to make it.
For the buyers and sellers out there, if you buy or sell Olga for the next 30 days, you get a free pair of shoes with,
Yes.
with your business.
That's right. I'll make sure you get a nice pair.
All right.
Nice.
I'll go with my branding device and measure your feet.
She's ready.
I love it.
Before we go real quick, favorite restaurant.
Yes.
Favorite restaurant?
Yeah, I'm going to throw that out there. I need to start writing down some
Yeah.
restaurant. Need to.
There's a restaurant in Edgewater that's called Blue.
Okay.
It's very
Yeah.
secluded.
I know it.
Yes.
Hudson, Blue on the Hudson.
Blue on the Hudson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know it. It's really nice.
It's very nice.
If
It's
I-
very quiet.
If I go there, what should I ask for? What's your favorite meal there?
Oh,
They have a lot of good things.
they
in
have
there.
a lot of good things, and I'm very picky. So I recommend you to go and explore what they have.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
They're,
I'm
they're right
very-
across from Ruth Chris over there.
Okay.
Right
Like
by across from the Chart House.
Yep.
Yeah, on this
On
side.
the water. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Gonna have
very
to
nice.
pass by.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and also Molo's. I don't know if you've been.
Molo's.
Molo's.
It's right on the water. I mean, you feel like the water is hitting the
pier.
The pier, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, it's right there. You
Yeah.
could feel, you could see the water hitting the glass. I'm like, oh my God,
Mm.
what ideas do I have here?
Sounds
Yeah.
It's fancy. Like
Yeah.
it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
All right.
And the food is
Santos
great.
is taking me there tonight.
Of course.
Nice.
Let's go. We're going to have a business meeting
Nice.
over there. It's going to be the tax write-off. Not a tax expert, but...
Right. Very nice.
Yeah.
Before we go, I just wanted to have you tell your phone number to everybody out there in case they want to reach you.
Sure. So if you have any questions, concern about real estate, I'm an expert. Please give me a call at 201-491-5081. And also, we could talk about shoes.
There you go. How about your Instagram and TikTok?
Okay,
Count.
so it's Olga Rodriguez Realtor, Olga Rodriguez 88838, and Olga Rodriguez NJ.
Nice. Okay. Well, Olga, thank you for coming on the show. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you, guys.
We hope to see you out there with a bunch of listings.
Yes, thank you guys for having me, and don't forget to give me a call.
Thank you so much for your time. This is Realtor Radio Network signing off.
Keep an ear out for the next episode of the Realtors Radio Network, where Santos Garcia, Marcos Suarez, and Dawn McCullough share their wealth of real estate knowledge. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, review, and share. Find us on social media at Realtors Radio Network. See you next time on the Realtors Radio Network.